This is Play of the Hand, Lesson 3. Last week we studied how promotion and length can generate extra tricks and help us make our contract. This week we study a third technique, the finesse. So what is a finesse? The simplest answer may be how to win a trick with the king while the ace is still out. How would we ever do that? This slide shows us how. The king is in dummy and West holds the ace. If we lead the king from dummy, both opponents play after the king. Whoever has the ace plays it and we lose the king. But what if we lead low from declarer's hand toward the king? West has to play before dummy. If she plays the ace, dummy plays low. If she plays the 6, we play the king. In the language of bridge, we say we finessed the king, but what we really did was finesse West's ace. When the high honor is in the correct position for the finesse to work, we say the ace was onside as opposed to being offside. Some say the ace was in the pocket. Promotion and length work every time. They are 100% techniques. Finesses work only half the time. When the ace is behind our king, the finesse fails. We should always view a finesse as our last choice alternative, not our first choice. Sadly, novices get it wrong a lot. They see a finesse opportunity and they can't wait to take it. They don't look for other alternatives. They take the finesse, it fails, then the opponents take enough tricks to set us. What did we do wrong? We rushed through making our declarer plan. Step 3, look for alternatives. We took the first alternative we saw when better alternatives were available. All we had to do was slow down and look. On this slide, I say that experts hate finesses because they work only half the time. The truth is, the expert pretty much already knows where the missing ace is. He knows if the finesse will succeed or fail. Let's look at 3 examples. We've made our declarer plan and we need one more winner. How do we play these cards? The missing king must be on our left. Lead low from hand. If West plays low, put in the queen. If West plays the king, our problem is solved. Why would West ever play the king when she can see ace-queen in dummy? It's probably a singleton. He had to play it. On the right, do we finesse the jack first? We have 6 card length, so the opponents have 7, and they're likely divided 4-3. Whoever has that queen also has some length. So do we need to finesse the jack? But what if East has a singleton queen? Finessing the jack first fails when we could have picked up the queen if we had played ace or king first. When we hold both ace and king like this, we can play one of them early, then get back to our hand in another suit, then finesse the jack. Do we have that entry back to our hand? That's part of step 4 of our plan. What can go wrong if I do this? If we don't have that entry back to our hand, then we have to finesse first. How often will that queen be a singleton? Page 376 of our book says a 5-1 split occurs 15% of the time. That's enough to make it worth thinking about. Bottom hand now. We need 3 tricks from this suit. Play the ace first. That'll pick up the singleton queen if it exists. Then we'll finesse the jack. In this example, we have 2 different ways to play spades and hearts. We can use promotion, lead the king, knock out their ace, promoting the queen. Add the heart ace and is a second winner. Another alternative is finesse the king. If it succeeds, get back to our hand with the ace of hearts and then finesse the queen. If it works, we have 3 winners instead of 2. We finessed spades twice. That makes it a repeated finesse. Is there any downside to choosing the finesse alternative and making that 3rd winner? That's a question we need to ask in step 4 of our plan. 2 more examples. On the left, we hope the king is on our left in west, so we will finesse twice. We will need an entry back to our hand to finesse the second time. The second example, we hope the queen is on our right in east. Do we take the ace first to drop a possible singleton queen in west? That will use up one of dummy's small cards. If we do, then we can finesse only once because we have only one small card to lead toward the jack 10. We likely only get 3 winners. How many winners do we need from this suit? If we need 4, then our only choice is low to the jack, back to hand, dummy, then low to the 10. If both of them succeed, we'll now take our ace and king. It all boils down to how many winners do we need. Sometimes we can combine promotion, length, and finesse to take a lot of tricks. We have 8 cards, so the opponents have 5, and they're usually split 3-2. We can see a finesse opportunity if West has the king. That picks up 2 of their 5 cards. Then we can win our ace. That picks up 2 more of their cards. Then we can lead a 3rd time and lose the trick on purpose. And that takes up their last card. Now we have 2 small cards left over in hand, which become length winners if we can get to them. Now that we understand this concept, let's find a better way to play this hand. We have to take one loser somewhere, so how about we take that loser first? When we get back in the lead, we will take the finesse second. If it works, we will lead our last low card in dummy back to the ace in hand and pick up the opponent's last card. Now we have 2 length winners and we're in the correct hand to get to them. This concept is called suit development or playing card combinations. You can try to figure out the right order at the table while you're playing the hand, or study these combinations ahead of time so that you know what to do when this combination occurs. There are maybe 10 common card combinations that occur frequently in bridge. Knowing how to play them ahead of time lowers your stress level and gives you a better result over the long run. Two more examples. On the left, a 4-4 fit. So the opponents have 5 cards, likely split 3-2. It should be pretty obvious we can finesse West twice for the missing ace. Then lose the third trick in this suit. If the cards split 3-2, as they should, we have a length winner, so we can get to it from either hand. That's 3 winners from this suit. On the right, a 5-3 fit. Opponents still have 5 cards, likely split 3-2. We can finesse West twice for the king, then take the ace, which picks up their last card. Then we're in the right hand to take our 2 length winners, possibly 5 winners in all from this hand. Let's look at a different kind of finesse. With Queen Jack 10 in hand and ace in dummy, what if West has the king and we lead the queen? West is in a pickle. She doesn't want to play the king only to lose it to the ace that everyone can see in dummy. So she plays low and we win our queen. Of course we will continue the jack and then the 10. Two more examples. With Jack 10-9 in dummy and Ace King in hand, we hope the queen is in east. We have 7 cards, so the opponents have 6, likely split 4-2. But remember, that 5-1 split occurs 15% of the time. So playing the ace or king first to pick up that possibly singleton queen is a possibility. After we get back to dummy in another suit, we will lead the jack, hoping east will cover with the queen. She can't see the ace-queen we have in declarer's hand, so she is more likely to cover the jack. If she doesn't, and the jack wins, of course we will now lead the 10 and give her a second dose of medicine. As long as east plays low, we will play low from declarer's hand. On the right, we're missing only the king, and we hope it's in east. We have 6 cards, so the opponents have 7, likely divided 4-3. Because we are short in dummy, we have to start with the jack. If it works, we will now lead the 4 to the 9. Now the remaining opponent's cards are 2-1. Which opponent has the remaining king? Right now, your guess is as good as mine. Later, there is a way to tell, and that's by watching which cards the opponents play on tricks 1 and 2. Good opponents will be using count signals to tell each other how many cards they hold in this suit. If you watch their signals, you can know which opponent has 3 and which one has 4. Defensive signals are covered in depth in our lesson series on defense, but I am also considering doing an introductory video on each signal so that you at least have an idea of what's going on in the opponent's minds. Here's our last topic to discuss on finesses. A tennis is a card combination with holes in it. Dummy holes ace queen 10, so she is missing the king and the jack. That should cue our curiosity to the possibility that West holds both of these high cards and that we can finesse West for both of them. With a tennis like this, we always finesse the lowest card first, the 10. If it works, get back to declarer's hand in a different suit, then finesse the queen. If that works, take the ace and get all three tricks. Many and even experienced players do this wrong and finesse the queen first. Why is that a problem? Let's say the finesse works and you get back to hand and lead low toward dummy's remaining ace 10. West still has king jack. She will play her jack, which forces dummy to play the ace, promoting West's king into a winner that she doesn't deserve. Finesse the 10 first, and West doesn't get that winner. One more example. Ace jack 10 in dummy, so the king queen are missing, and we hope both of them are in West. So it will be low to the 10, get back to declarer's hand, then low to the jack. If both finesses work, the ace gives us three winners in the suit. Actually, the jack and the 10 are equals, so order here doesn't matter. Finesse either one first. How about full hand to play? Pause the video now and bid the hand. In 5 seconds, I will continue. South, 14 high card points, opens 1 spade. North, also with 5 spades and 7 high card points and a singleton club, has the perfect hand for the preemptive jump to 4 spades. West leads the club queen. Pause the video and make a complete declarer plan, including how to play trump suit. In 4 spades, we can afford 3 losers. I'm missing the spade king and the heart ace king queen, so 1 loser too many. I can't do anything about the hearts, so I have to not lose that spade king, and the only way to do that is finesse West by first leading the queen. We have 10 trumps, so the opponents have 3, most likely divided 2-1. If my queen wins and they both follow suit, I will next play the ace to pick up their last trump. This is Bridgemaster hand, green A3. Go play it and see if you made a good declarer plan. One more full hand example. Pause the video, bid the hands, then continue. South, 15 high card points, balanced, could open 1 no trump, but with weak majors, opens 1 heart instead. North, just like in the last hand, 7 high card points, 6 card trump support, with two side suit doubletons chooses the preemptive jump to 4 hearts. West wins the spade ace king and then switches to the diamond 6, which East wins with the ace, who now returns a low club. Make your declarer plan. In 4 hearts, I can afford 3 losers. I already have 3 losers, so I can't lose the heart king. How do I play the heart suit? With an 11 card fit, the remaining cards split 1-1 52% of the time, so lead the queen and put on the ace from dummy. This is another of those common card combinations that it's better to memorize than to try to figure out and get wrong at the table. This is Bridge Master Green, hand A4. Go play it and see if you made a good declarer plan. There's a bidding review on overcalls in the textbook. It's okay, but the overcall lesson on my YouTube channel is much more detailed, so I would rather you do that. Similarly, several students mentioned not understanding the preemptive jump to game versus how to bid game with a stronger hand. That subject is covered in detail in bidding lesson 6 on rebids. Consider watching both of these refresher videos. The defense review is about more on opening leads. It's simple and straightforward, so we won't cover it here. And let's not forget homework. There are 5 full hand deals in your textbook. Without looking at the explanation, bid them to the contract shown and make a full declarer plan. Lots of practice is how we get better at making good declarer plans. Also, homework 2, play Bridgemaster hands M19 and M30, as well as green 3, 4, and 6. 3 and 4 were discussed above. Finally, go to bakerbridge.coffeecup.com and under the Declarer Play tab, find and do the lesson on finesses, including all 20 practice hands. Baker Bridge is a wonderful website to give you lots of practice hands to bid and play.